Hi everybody, my name is Shannon and welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Well, if you're following the calendar, you know that this is definitely holiday season, which means there are so many craft shows and craft fairs and places that you can go and, if you're lucky, find some handmade items that you don't have to make yourself. And I have been enjoying this time. I don't know how many I've gone to this year. I've gone to a few, and it's been so much fun to see all the talented crafters and makers, and I've picked up a few things because why not? Just because I make things doesn't mean I can't buy things. Well, I was just at one recently, and I was thoroughly thrilled, shocked, and surprised, if you want to call it that, at this particular craft fair had a hand-dyed booth. That's right. It wasn't a yarn event, right? But there was a person there, a vendor there, if you want to call it that, right? A crafter who was hand dyeing yarn. And I had never heard of her before. Not that I'm an expert on anything, but I'd not heard of her before. I'd not seen her stuff before. Oh my gosh. I went into her little booth because, obviously, yeah, okay, it's a booth, right? When you're in a craft place, I think that the people will rent tables, that's how, I don't know, there's a cost to go ahead and display your goods, and then you have whatever setups that you have. So she did. She turned her table and everything into a nice little booth. And I've got some pictures that I will definitely show that I took of her place. And this is Dragon Thistle Fiber. And you can see the nice sign and everything that she had entering into her yarn area. I think she said that her daughter made her logo, and I thought that was very, very adorable. This is Unique Hand-Dyed Wool by Gail. She's in Aurora, Colorado. She does have an Etsy page, which I will list down below. Look at that, Dragon Thistle Fibers on Etsy. And she's got 2 pages worth of yarn. Well, of course I had to go ahead and get some yarn, right? Yes, I did. Here, I'm going to go ahead and show you some other pictures while we're at it. Her booth was really, like I said, it was really nice. Such a surprise. I really didn't expect to see a yarn seller or what have you at a craft fair. I'm trying to move my iPad here. I get stuff. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. Yeah. Okay. Sidetracked. Squirrel. Okay. Look, I got a bag. An unassuming brown bag. Isn't that nice? Okay. Want to see what I got? Of course you do. It's yarn related. That's why you're here. Dragon Thistle Fibers. I have no affiliation to her up until I went to this craft event. I had no idea that she existed, but by golly, she does a really nice job. She got me to buy stuff. No, she didn't try to force me or talk to me like that, but her yarn got me to buy yarns that I don't generally purchase. And you'll see, look at this. Look at these minis. Look at those. And as of me recording, she still says on Etsy that one of these is available. This was $12 at the craft fair, and it is also $12 on Etsy, at least as of my recording, it is right now. The 3 minis, and this is, again, Dragon Thistle Fibers. This is Mousse, Midwinter, and Winterberry. They're 20 grams each, 87 yards. It's a superwash merino nylon fingering weight. Aren't those beautiful? And the reason I say I don't normally get this stuff is I love fingering weight yarn, but I normally get a full skein of fingering weight yarn. The minis are gorgeous. I'm always attracted to them. They're beautiful, but I don't know what to do with them. I know that sounds really funny. I'm kind of the school of the thought, especially of a one of a kind thing, although she did have multiple of this particular colorway on site. But unique type things, you either get it or you don't, right? And then when you finally get around to making a project, because let's face it, some things are going to sit on my shelf for a while. If I needed more, I probably wouldn't be able to get it. So I'm more on the type to err on overbuying as opposed to underbuying. And when you've got something that has 87 yards per little skein, I'm like, well, how many of those do I need for a project? 12? No, you don't need 12. You might, but no, that's not how that works. But that's how my brain works. So these were so pretty, I got them anyway. That's just crazy. Truthfully, this right here would make a gorgeous colorwork hat, either colorwork Fair Isle or stripes, or doing a fade or something along that line. So you have a lot of options with these three beautiful colors. Look at that. Look at that speckle. Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? Yeah. And then with the purple right there and that green. Oh my gosh. Well, that's not all I got. Yeah. Crazy. I got more. I got more. Yeah, I don't understand. That's not my normal. It just is not the normal for me to go for minis. And not only did I get one, I got 2 packages. 3 on this one was $12, 4 on this one was $16. All right, and it's the same specs. So, well, let me verify, same specs. Okay, the colors on this is the mini set: Plum Kiss, Spindleberry, Mulled Wine, and Winter Night. Aren't these just gorgeous? And with, I just, I should have just got one, but look at all those colors. Oh my gosh, aren't they just beautiful? They're just gorgeous. They are just, yeah. And I know this right here, with the 4 minis like that, it's equal to, your, well, this is 80 grams, 80, 100. 140 grams. So this is about a skein and a half, not quite obviously, of the fingering weight that I normally get, right? So I can do a lot with this. I really can. If I were so inclined to make socks, I could do the stripe socks. I could get one of my other skeins of yarn and do heels, toes, cuffs, taking pics and everything like that. I can do fingerless mitts with it. There are other things where if you go on Ravelry and you decide you want to search for a bunch of stuff, there are some shawls that they have out there that would take one full skein of a kettle dyed or a mottled color or, semi-solid, and then you put in your pops of color, right? And you have all your different minis because you don't need necessarily a whole lot of one color to do something. So there are patterns out there. There are things along that line. I just haven't in the past really gone for the minis, but these were so pretty. And it's just, isn't that like a bouquet? I mean, it's just gorgeous. So I had to do it. I just did. And then going another one. Now this is more what I would go with. It's a worsted weight. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I love it. I like the browns on that. I like the earth tones on this. It's a masculine color. Doesn't have to be, but look at that. It's just so rich, so toned, so colored. This is called Mousse. It's a Highland wool, 100 grams, 219 yards, a worsted weight yarn. And for Highland wool, yes, you can feel it is woolly, but it's not a rough wool. Like a lot of your Lopi wools are more of a toothy outer garment wear, perfect, absolutely wonderful. This is a Highland wool, but it's not so much so that I can't have it against my face or skin. If you are sensitive to wool, this wouldn't be your choice anyway. If you like some wools but not others, this might be a little too aggressive for necessarily around the face for you. I think it's gorgeous. The colors are stunning. I love the feel. I mean, you see me with wool. It is gorgeous. So it was really funny when I was getting this one, I was thinking of a hat, right? Yeah, it's that time of year. And Colorado wool hat, hello, yes please, it's happening. And I like the color variations, and I think that by itself will be stunning. Well, she commented that somebody else was buying or purchased another color that she had, so of course I had to have it too, because yes, that will be gorgeous. This again, same specs as this one. It's the Highland wool, and this color is Ripple Highland, or Ripple. It's a Highland wool. It's color Ripple. So you've got Ripple and Mousse, and this right here with the 200 grams is enough to make 2 hats. I can do a blue, predominantly blue with the brown, or predominantly brown with the blue, you know, mix and match type of a thing. Definitely getting 2 hats out of it. Yeah. Or if I wanted to do hats and fingerless mitts, something along that line, I could do that too. But this is the only one that she talked me into, right? This one right here. There were some other yarns that she had that are so my wheel well on colors, so much so that they're ones that I generally buy every time I see them. And I walked away this time, and then when I went through her Etsy page, I'm like, wait a minute, why didn't I get those? Hello. She had these, and she had them for the same price. So there you go. Look at those. Aren't they gorgeous? Those are absolutely stunning. And I'm kind of wishing I would have got some, but you know what? I can still do it. There you go. Because I can get on Etsy just like everybody else. And you know, my credit card works just like everyone else's, right? But this is what I did. Instead of going with the same color I love that I'm so drawn to, I went this route. And that's not quite what I normally go with. There you go. So I had a lot of fun. It was so thrilling for me to meet this wonderful woman in person and to look at all the different things that she had. I know I showed the pictures and everything earlier, but that basket, that was just so cool. She had a basket of all little bobs and bits, you know, like I've got gallon bags of leftover sock yarn. She had a full basket of those, and I think it was like 5 of them for $8. You could just pick out 5 little balls, and if you needed bits and bobs and pieces for whatever type of color work that you were doing, she had them there. So she had some of them that were like little mini cakes, and others that were like marble size or boulder size, you know, and they were so cute. Her display was great. She did a really wonderful job working with the space that she had, putting her stuff out there. She also had some, it looked like they were made with the twine, but multiple colors. They were crocheted stars, and they had a little hanger on them for Christmas ornaments. And my friend got some of those. I didn't see them on her Etsy page, but who knows? If you wrote a message to her or something like that, she might add them. I don't know. But those were really cute. My friend got those. I think it was like 10 of them. They were crocheted stars for $16, something about that, around that price. I'm not 100% positive. I'm not the one that got them, so I don't have them sitting in front of me. But it was really nice to see what she had available, the colors, her dye palette that she had, and just to see that in a craft fair situation, not a yarn vending place. I had such a blast. The name, the Dragon Thistle Fiber, I think that's exactly how you say it. I don't know. I got my, oh yeah, here's my card. I have a card. Dragon Thistle Fibers. Look at that. So that was just so nice to see that. And then here, and I'll also have that information down below. So if you are so inclined, feel free. Go ahead, go on Etsy, especially if you're buying other things anyway. Don't know. I am not affiliated with anybody. I am just a craft enthusiast that when I see something, I'm going to share, because it's yarn related. And what, you know, isn't that what we're doing? We're playing with yarn and fibers, and we're having a blast. And I'm thinking, I just really need to find this. That, I'm seeing this on the camera right there. Oh my gosh. You know, I already knew it was pretty, but wow, that is just stunning. I think those 2 colors, it's got to be color work. I have to mix them. I do. I have to mix them. If you have a pattern that you think this would look spectacular in, put it down below. Yeah, that sounds good, because I don't know if I'm going to go for a real pattern, you know, somebody else's pattern, or something that's up here, you know, go off script. I don't know. But if you have a favorite pattern for a worsted weight yarn, let me know. I'm looking for one. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. I had such a blast meeting Gail. It was wonderful to see what she did. I love seeing people just enjoy their crafts, enjoy their hobbies, and go for it, and creating businesses and doing their thing, right? Doing their thing. It's just spectacular. And yeah, give her a shout out. If you actually do something, tell her I sent you. Not that that means anything, because I'm not affiliated or in any way, shape, or form, but tell her, there you go. Because you know what? We're crafting people, and we like to help each other out, and we like to know who sent who, right? There you go. All right, everybody, you guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.